Day 47 of lockdown. I've currently resorted to using old dried up leaves as toilet roll. Nobody's happy about that. Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel. Similar to my lack of toilet roll, the Jazz has a lack of brakes. So today we're going to be tackling the rear brakes, and hopefully that'll alleviate the issue. So, Jesus. I think I hear a time lapse and generic 80s synth. Just so you know, I recorded one side and then did the other side off camera, so you know, don't shit the bed that you didn't see the other side. The other side is done. It's just I'm recording this side. You get me? You feel me? Yeah, you do. Initially I aimed just to get the brakes operational. As a result, I didn't really do any of the rust prevention, paint. Alright, I cut a lot of corners and just put the shoes back in and then hoped to just slide the hub on and Bob's your uncle. However, as we are struggling to identify, in this case, the slave cylinders are seized. It wasn't just that side, it was the other side as well. Upon realising this rather simple diagnosis, we then put the hub back together and then trailered the car to Site B, up the lane, where I worked on it and took out basically everything we just did and completely tore it apart, as you see now. I forgot the microphone was right there. Alright, so a bit of a detour from the traditional sense of videoing, and we're back in the setting that I just started my YouTube career in. So basically, the last thing you've seen was me disassembling the hub with Dad the engineer. The reason I haven't proceeded any further in the matter is because, well, I need two parts. I need two slave cylinders, one for each side. And between you and me, I didn't order them. In the meantime, however, we're going to tackle the rust there, because it's really quite bad. And this is a restoration after all. So one popular method that I've been looking at is the vinegar method, which means you use vinegar to remove the rust. And don't worry, I have watched multiple YouTube tutorials. It means I'm a professional. You will need vinegar. This is quite a lot of vinegar. You won't need this much. Well, I mean, it depends. A container of some sort. This will do fine for my purposes. And then you'll need your parts. I was considering doing electrolysis, and while that definitely isn't ruled out for a lot of the parts in the Jazz, it's not really suitable for this purpose because we have a lot of little parts. It's better just to put them in a bath of vinegar and wire brush the results. I'm going to leave them in for... what time is it now? Yeah, I'm going to leave them in for 14 hours, just because I'm in college and that's when I'll be home. So 14 hours. As you can see, they're fairly well crusty by now, and the vinegar has turned to a lovely lemonade colour. This is an example that I prepared earlier. As you can see, the rust has now completely disappeared and it looks fabulous. Black manky. This one's a lot easier. Please. dry. With all the niggly little bits taken care of, we moved on to assembling the brakes together. As you can see, I painted the back plate, and I'll go into that now. I'll leave them off. Alright, so I got it all painted up, and it looks pretty well. So we're going to go for a final assembly. First, I need to put in the slave cylinder, so let's do that. I'm actually just going to record this instead of doing a time lapse because the focus looked to be a little bit fucked. Oh dear, put the plug back in there, please. You don't need no dirtsies. You know. It'll be fine for today's studies. Studies? Sure, that's the right word. That's a furious fucking thumbs up. Even though you can't see me, I'm gonna be real with you for a second. That has taken about 3 weeks because of all the parts. Fuck. And now, a word from our sponsor. Who's our sponsor?
There's no sponsor, it's just you.
Right. And now, a word from me. Hi, me again. I just wanted to stretch out a warm welcome to today's sponsor. No, it's not a sponsor. They don't know I exist. But it is the place where I ordered a heap of parts for the Jazz, and a lot of niche parts too, actually. Hang on, let me just... Autodoc. They're basically an online service, an online motor factors, if you will. And when the motor factors around me decided not to help me, they did. They have a heap of niche parts, and I was really surprised with what they have. And it's not crap; it's genuine, good quality parts, like MAN and Jap parts, and Blaupunkt, something like that. So if you're looking for parts and you can't find them, or even just in general, because they're really good value, Autodoc, seriously. And again, this is not a sponsor. I'm not paid to say that. I just had a, great time with them. Consider this user feedback.